Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you guys are having an awesome morning. Woo! I know I am. The weather's nice. Anyway, it is Saturday, and I just completed the school year, and I'm getting ready to go do some traveling. So yeah, probably won't be posting as much, but I will definitely try to stay with it and be posting from new locations. I wanted to just remind everybody this morning that it is not your fault. It can't be. It can't be. How is it? Whatever happened in that relationship is not your fault. It's not even partly your fault. How can it be your fault that your narc is screwed up? Even if you said it's my fault the relationship ended, which is just total crap. No, it's not. Is it your fault that their last relationship ended when you weren't even in the picture? Is it your fault that the relationship before that fell apart? Is it your fault when you didn't even know these people and they were on another area of the country or whatever that they screwed up their school or screwed up their jobs or that they got in trouble with the law? I mean, is that your fault when you weren't even there? How is that your fault when you weren't even there? Is it your fault they were born? Is it your fault they were born? Is it your fault that they have a dysfunctional family on their own end? I'm not, is it, that can't be your fault. They're bringing all of their screw ups and all of this stuff into the relationship. They were already screwed up long before you ever came into the picture. They had already convinced themselves that God and humanity are the enemy, and even religious narcissists do that. To say God, and Jesus can be a valuable tool to getting what you want. That's why narcs love churches. That's why they like to head towards church. I'm not saying everybody in church is a narc. In fact, even though a lot of the modern church is just so polluted with new age crap that it's just sickening that people won't even open up their eyes to see it. But it's kind of like a cult. You have one manipulative leader who's usually a narc himself, and then all of these masses of people that are coming with the best of intentions and being duped, because we all know narcissists are manipulators. So they often cult leaders will become or narcissists become cult leaders. Narcissists always seek positions of power and attention, and a cult leader is a great place to grab at that. But even if you have a really nice little Sunday school group that's very Bible based, and you might have one narc come in there and try to take the show, or he just hates people's happiness. It's not your fault that the narcissist is so screwed up that when he walks out his front door, he becomes angry at the sun. How dare that sun? People can see the sun more than they can see him. He's the radio. He's the one that everybody should be. Astronomers should be pointing their telescopes at him. You see, because that's how superior he is. He's screwed up. He or she. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that she was going behind your back and seeing all these different guys, or he was with all these different women. They made that choice because they decided to go. I'm going to do a video on narcissism and Satanism. Lester Crowley, ordinary morality is for ordinary people. Say Crowley was a pedophile. It's supposedly that he sacrificed several children. Whether that's actually true or not, we don't know, but it wouldn't be surprising because it happens all the time with governments, with this Pizzagate thing, and we've seen what's going on in the Vatican and behind these closed doors of secret societies. That's part of their religion. I'm sorry to say that. That's actually part of their magic rites and rituals, and I'll do another video on the exploit on that, but I don't want to get off track on that one now. But the bottom line is, so what if this pedophile, so what if a narcissist violates a child? He's entitled to do that because ordinary morality is for ordinary people. That is the Satanist Lester Crowley. That is their whole school of thought. Do what thou wilt. Do whatever you want. And who cares who it hurts? You're special and you're unique. And if everybody dies and gets hurt, we're all reborn into a flower in the process. So nothing is lost. They're nuts. But anyway, yeah, it's not your fault. It can't be your fault. It is not your fault that they are sick. It's not your fault that they walk outside and hate the sun and curse the air and spit at the birds and yarg and rage and writhe. They were like that long before they ever met you. But they know they're screwed up. They know that they're not human. They know they're dysfunctional. They know they're monsters. They know they're demons. They know they're evil. So they have to put on a fake show. Oh, I am your friend. You are so wonderful. The wolf has to wear the mask of the sheep to lure the sheep in to devour it. Okay, Croco Boy is going to eat his meat. That's the way they think all of the time. But had you not been there, it wouldn't have been any different. Think of it like a bull, an angry bull in the ring. The bull that's got its horns, it's chasing whatever's in front of it. It's going to, whatever's available to it, it's going to attack. The one that's furthest away, he's probably not going to get as the one closest to it. He's always going to attack what's closest to it. So the further you get away from the bull, the less likely he's going to come after you. Because he's going to attack that which is closer to it, which is his immediate source of supply. Once you get out of the ring altogether, the bull can't get you at all. But it's not personal. The bull's still raging, and whatever happens to be in front of it, it's going to get. So you cannot wear that. You cannot take that personally. Do not internalize that. Whatever happened to that friendship or that marriage or that relationship was not you. They were born a monster. They are a freak by nature. It's not your fault that light travels at 186,000 miles per second. You had no choice in the matter. It's not your fault that there's a given rate of entropy in the universe. It's not your fault that birds eat worms, and it's not your fault that narcissists devour their own humanity, because that is what these bastards are. That is what they do. That is part of who they are. And so all you can do is get away from them and realize it's not your fault. It was never your fault. It could never be your fault. It will never be your fault. It's logically impossible for it to ever be your fault. They were born screwed up. They are screw-ups. They hate the sun and the moon. They hate God. They hate the planets. They're angry and writhing with mankind. The physical time, space, matter, and energy must pay for the wrong that's been done to them. And and there's people that had a lot worse upbringings than they have often, and they don't act like that. They actually help people, but these guys they're lovers of evil. They're doers of evil, and they are proud of it. And they think this makes them strong, and that compassion makes them weak, when in fact all it does is make the lovers of, love one another people are good people, and these guys are just freaks and outcasts and the scourge of society, and let them live as the parakoi, as the Greeks would say, on the outside of the community, because they got no place in the city with the normal people. We don't want them. Nobody wants them. Nobody likes them. Nobody wants them. Despite what they think, nobody wants to be like them, and they are disgusting. But it's not your fault. That's just the monsters they are. All right? Anyway, yeah, it's no more your fault than that somebody is born with a genetic disorder. But I'm not blaming this on genetics. I think they're just freaks. I think they're just evil and they like it. All right. You guys have a good morning.